everybody, welcome back to another episode of 5 Minute Gaming News, the show that may or may not be 5 minutes. Today in the news, it looks like Sony is going to finally step up their cloud gaming presence. During a business call on Tuesday, CEO Jim Ryan stated that PlayStation would reveal its plans over the course of the coming months, without elaborating further. Unfortunately, today is not the place for me to disclose these plans, but we do have some fairly interesting and quite aggressive plans to accelerate our initiatives in the space of the cloud that will unfold over the course of the coming months. And for some reason, I love the phrase aggressive plans in cloud gaming. I'm just picturing like a heated and totally coked out boardroom with a bunch of dudes scribbling on whiteboards and a guy in the corner like, what is cloud gaming?
But what is cloud gaming?
Because as we know, Sony's no stranger to cloud gaming. PlayStation Now, which debuted in 2014, was one of the earliest expressions of remote streaming. But since that time, they really haven't tried to keep up with it, as Game Pass has clearly become the winner in the cloud gaming space. And now, seeing the likelihood of the Activision Blizzard Microsoft merger, and so it makes sense that Sony would want to aggressively pursue cloud gaming, because honestly, they've been playing catch up in that field. I think even they would admit that all the things they're doing to make PlayStation Plus better are still just kind of playing catch up to what Xbox is doing with Game Pass. And Game Pass is amazing. The thing is, where Sony stands to, do well is they're just selling more consoles. So they have more people out there who are willing to buy in to cloud gaming if they do it right. Speaking of Microsoft, we have an update on that lawsuit filed by a bunch of gamers, if you remember that, against the Microsoft Activision Blizzard merger. As a quick recap, a group of gamers filed a lawsuit in opposition to the merger on the premise of Call of Duty exclusivity. Back in March, the judge tossed the case that it's possible Microsoft could make Activision Blizzard games exclusive to its consoles, but that the plaintiffs had not alleged facts that make it plausible Microsoft is reasonably likely to do so. And so, since it's kind of an evidence-based technicality, the gamers in this lawsuit decide to refile, now with supporting evidence to explain their claims. And so, with this filing, the gamers in question have also made the request that until this lawsuit is handled, that the merger be blocked. And so, according to PC Gamer, the judge in this case has now nixed that request, declaring that the plaintiffs have not shown any likelihood that they will suffer immediate irreparable harm if the deal is allowed to proceed. And once again, another time in my life I wish I was a fly on the wall for, because that courtroom was interesting. And while I gotta hand it to these gamers for their determination, really at the end of the day, I kind of agree with the judge. There's no real immediate threat from any of this. This is sort of like high-level corporate stuff. But is it upsetting that you might have to play Call of Duty on one console now instead of another or whatever? Yeah, that kind of sucks, but it's nothing immediately that's gonna destroy you. And so I think the judge is right in that. So yeah, blocking the merger doesn't make sense. But still, the acquisition is being contested by the CMA and the FTC and a few other places right now. So it's not a done deal. And maybe these gamers will actually be happy with the outcome. Who knows? We will all find out together. And then another Amazon leak. This is crazy. I don't know why this keeps happening, but honestly, if they're going to keep doing it, I'm going to keep reporting on it. This time, it's for Assassin's Creed Mirage. Thanks to the Japanese Amazon order page for the game, the next installment of the Assassin's Creed series is listed for October 12th, 2023. This date was initially leaked earlier this month by an Assassin's Creed data miner and serial leaker Jonathan with a 0, who claimed the release date would be October 12th, with the potential to shift by a few weeks, although to no later than November, if it clashes with the launch of another major game, which has yet to be announced. And like I said, this isn't the first Amazon leak. We had that leak earlier from Amazon Italy about the Mortal Kombat DLC fighters, which is crazy. We already have a DLC leak before the game is even out. So who knows what wacky information we'll learn next from the various Amazon websites. I'm blown away it's happened twice in such a recent span of time. Anyway, that is it for today. Gonna get on this Sony State of Play, watch that, probably over on stream, and I'll do some reporting on it tomorrow. But that's it for me. See you then.